Hello everyone and welcome to another Google Ads tutorial. Today we're going to explain the difference between Demand Gen and Performance Max campaign types in Google Ads. So, should you run a Demand Gen campaign or should you run a Performance Max? What are the similarities? What are the differences? We're going to go straight to the point. But before we go there, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content. So thank you very much in advance. And let's get started. So here in this table, we have Performance Max and we have Demand Gen campaign types. And let's start with the basics. Performance Max will show in the entire Google ecosystem, which means Google Search, Search Partners, YouTube Discover, Maps, Gmail, Display Network, everything that is under Google ecosystem. Your ads will show everywhere. At contrast, Demand Gen is slightly more limited. It will show on YouTube, Discover, Gmail, and Display Network, which means that Demand Gen will not show on Google Search and Demand Gen will not show on Google Maps. That's the main difference. So both campaigns will give you a lot of exposure. Performance Max is a little bit more balanced because it will show up on Google Search, which is lower, so it will cover the entire customer journey. Demand Gen is a little bit more upper funnel because it will not show on Google Search and it will only show on upper funnel placements, if we are to call them like that. You can run shopping ads with both campaign types. So you can attach a product feed to both the Performance Max campaign and also a Demand Gen campaign. So when it comes to that, they are kind of the same. Now, when it comes to optimization, you can only optimize Performance Max for conversions and conversion value, meaning revenue. Demand Gen will give you the option to optimize for conversions, conversion value, but also clicks. So if you don't have conversion tracking or if you want to go for traffic because of any reason, then Demand Gen is probably a slightly better option because it will allow you to go for clicks and not only for conversions. When it comes to targeting, here we have also a lot of similarities. Both campaign types run on audience signals. An audience signal is basically a signal, a suggestion that we give to the system, including remarketing audiences, regular audiences, demographics, competitive websites, competitive apps, keywords, and so forth. We give all this information to the system, and the system will go out and find the right customers for our business. With Performance Max, we can also add search terms, and this is because Performance Max will go on Google Search and Search Partners together with negative keywords. Demand Gen, we cannot add search terms, but with Demand Gen, we have flexibility when it comes to device. So we can say we want to target only desktop, only mobile, only tablet. We cannot do that with Performance Max. Now, when it comes to assets, again, a lot of similarities. Performance Max, we need a lot of different assets. We need copywriting assets, 15 headlines, 5 long headlines, 5 descriptions, at least 1 logo or up to 5 logos, at least 3 images in square, rectangle, and portrait size, or up to 20 images. We can also upload up to 5 videos. That's optional. With Demand Gen, we need a combination of a little bit of copywriting, less copywriting than Performance Max, 5 headlines, 5 descriptions. We need at least 1 logo or up to 5 logos. We need the same number of images, at least 3 square, rectangle, and portrait size, or up to 20. We have the chance to upload video ads, and we also have the chance to upload carousel ads with Demand Gen. So Demand Gen campaign type will allow you to run carousel ad format that will show very nicely on Discover. That's how the two campaigns compare. So as you can see, they are not very different, but there are some slight similarities. The main takeaway from this comparison is that Demand Gen is a little bit more upper funnel. It's a little bit more flexible, meaning that it allows you to optimize for clicks, it allows you to choose the devices, and it offers the option to go for carousel ad format that is not available in Performance Max. Now, when should you use Performance Max? When should you use Demand Gen? First of all, Performance Max, it only makes sense to run it if you have conversion tracking. If you don't have conversion tracking, it's pointless to run Performance Max campaigns. Performance Max is ideal to cover the entire funnel, the entire customer journey. So from awareness all the way down to purchase is the campaign type that balances between upper and lower funnel. It is a lot better if you have a very big audience, if you are into e-commerce, and also it requires minimal maintenance. Now, demand gen, as we said, is not massively different, but is slightly tailored towards the upper funnel. And this is because demand gen doesn't include search as a channel. And with demand gen, you can also target channels like Gmail, YouTube Search, and Discover separately, which is another benefit that maybe you want to target only YouTube Search or only Gmail or only Discover, and therefore you can get this type of data. So demand gen, if we are to give some honest advice here, you have to think about it as kind of a high-end display campaign. It's not massively different from Performance Max. Performance Max includes search, so it is likely to perform a lot better when it comes to conversions. But if you are thinking between, let's say, display versus demand gen, I would say that demand gen is a lot better option. If you are thinking between Performance Max versus, let's say, demand gen, and your main goal is to get results, get conversions, get outcomes, then I would say Performance Max is the best option. So I would use demand gen as, I would say, an addition to Performance Max and an addition to my existing account structure. I will not rely on demand gen to get me the conversions on its own, but together with a search campaign, together with a Performance Max campaign, that will be a very interesting campaign type to test for your business. So that's it for today. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. If you want the slides, all the slides are available in the Digital Marketing Resources Hub. The link is in the video description. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day in any time zone. Bye, everyone.